in driving up housing costs was the colossal border invasion. We have never been invaded. This is the worst thing that, frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing that the Biden administration did to our country is the invasion at the border. The last administration and their allies in Congress brought in millions and millions of migrants and gave them taxpayer-funded housing while your rent and housing costs skyrocketed. Over 60% of growth in the rental market came from foreign migrants. At the same time, illegal aliens stole American jobs and flooded emergency rooms, getting free health care and education paid for by you, the American taxpayer. They also increased the cost of law enforcement by numbers so high that they are not even to be mentioned. For the first time in 50 years, we are now seeing reverse migration as migrants go back home, leaving more housing and more jobs for Americans. In the year before my election, all net creation of jobs was going to foreign migrants. Since I took office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens. 100%.
President Donald Trump used a Christmas-themed speech this week to make sweeping claims about the U.S. economy, blaming undocumented immigrants for rising rent prices and asserting that all new job growth is now going to native-born Americans. Speaking in front of a decorated Christmas tree, Trump argued that what he described as a border invasion was the main driver behind soaring housing costs. He claimed that millions of migrants were brought into the country, provided taxpayer-funded housing, and displaced Americans in the rental market, contributing directly to higher rent nationwide. Trump also accused undocumented immigrants of taking American jobs, overwhelming emergency rooms, and increasing public spending on healthcare, education, and law enforcement. He went on to claim that the country is now seeing reverse migration, with migrants leaving the U.S. and freeing up jobs and housing for American citizens. One of Trump's most striking claims was that, before his election, all net job creation went to foreign-born workers, and that since taking office, 100% of all net job creation has gone to American-born citizens. However, independent economists and labor experts say there is no verified data supporting that claim. According to labor market research from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, job growth is typically shared between native-born and immigrant workers, and no recent report shows a shift to 100% native-born job gains. Experts also note that while immigration can increase housing demand in certain areas, it is not considered the primary cause of rising rent nationwide. Housing analysts point instead to limited housing supply, restrictive zoning laws, inflation, and large investment firms purchasing single-family homes as major drivers of rent increases. Multiple economic studies have found that immigration has mixed but generally neutral or positive effects on wages and employment for most native-born workers, and that broader structural factors, not immigration alone, play the largest role in housing affordability and labor market trends. This speech reflects a familiar political strategy of linking economic frustration to immigration, even as economists continue to point to more complex causes behind rising costs and slowing job growth.